premise headquartered at Gamtel Serekunda Exchange, and will spend his entire day up to late at night before he will go home. Notwithstanding doing his editing job, he will still come back to Radio Gambia and do the Jula News at 9 o'clock. And when he gradually came to the position of Director General, I have never seen, of all the Director Generals that we have had at this institution, someone as dedicated as he was to this profession. I have worked very close with him. I have sat down with him over the years. We have talked very closely. It's a bosom-like conversation, and there's a lot he divulged to me about his love for the job. But one thing that surpasses all of that, apart from the job, is his dedication to the leadership of this country. Mamadou Sanyang can give his life for the President of the Republic of the Gambia. Mamadou Sanyang, I have never seen, of all the people that follow the President, there is none like Alhaji Mamadou Musa Sanyang. Like I said, he will lay down his life for the President of the Republic of the Gambia. We don't have a funeral. It's the President of the Republic of the Gambia that have a funeral. Everybody, ask every Gambian, and they will come back to this statement I have made, that Mamadou Sanyang was a dedicated person, not only to his work, but to the leadership of this country. He was an outright person. May Allah forgive him.
I received the news of Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang's death this morning with shock. I was called by the manager, Human Resources at ADME, Mr. Jata, and when I heard the news, I was heartbroken, to say the least. I could remember we started a long way ago, a long way ago. That was in 1993 when I started work at the film production unit. Mamadou Sanyang was there. The first day I even saw him, he came from a trip, to Egypt. He went on a training program. When he came, he found me there as a new staff. That when he realized that I was Ture and he is Sanyang, that was where the joking relationship started. And from then on, it became more of an intimate affair. We started, working together. He trained me a lot. He trained me how to edit programs at the film unit. Because when I came, I was writing stories, going out on coverage, and even editing. He trained me how to do tape editing. I started that tape editing, with him, with his support. When I went to Ghana on training, I found it very easy, to continue what I've learned from him. And from then on, when I came from training, I still found Mamadou Sanyang editing at the Gambia Television head office at Cairo, at the exchange, Serekunda Exchange. The work continued again. We worked together as a team up to the day. If I want to recount all the assistance he has rendered to me through the years, I cannot name them all. He was virtually a fatherly figure for me, definitely. Mamadou Sanyang has helped me a lot. He has helped me through the years to what I've become today. It was through the help of Mr. Sanyang and to God that I am at where I am today. So I'm very thankful to God that I have had the opportunity to work with an indefatigable figure like Mr. Sanyang, who has known only work throughout his life. Mr. Sanyang, I could recall when we were at the exchange, he couldn't even go on leave. All the director generals that passed through us there, they will all tell him, no, Sanyang, you cannot go, because of the work he was doing for the institution. And I've emulated, what he has been doing over the years. And right now, everybody is telling me, your friend is gone, your friend is gone. This is where he sits, where you are. Every morning he will come and sit here, Abdul, where is the bread? What are you doing? What is on the schedule? Oh, he's only concerned about work, definitely. And even on his sick bed, when I went to see him, that was what he was telling me. What are you doing? How are the programs? He is always concerned about what is on TV, what we are doing. And we've really lost a fatherly figure, somebody who has guided us through the profession for the good number of years, for almost 2 decades. You know, I have been with him and I have learned a lot with him. Sanyang is somebody who will not even want to see you angry. Even when you quarrel or argue with him, the next minute he will call you, come to my office. You know, he doesn't want to see anybody angry. So that is the kind of person Mr. Modu Sanyang was, and I pray to God that, you know, his soul rests in eternal peace, and the family he left behind should also be assisted, you know, because this is somebody who has devoted all his life to the service of the nation. That is very important. So we should not forget his family. We should all help them to, I think, let me end here.
I think what he has contributed to this country in terms of his work and his dedication to the leadership should be seen as a legacy, and that we should all try to emulate that, because we have a strong leadership in the person of His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Hajj Jame, and that strong leadership that has made all of us aware of our role and our duty to nation and society, and this has been manifested by Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang. Like I said, it's a legacy. His work and dedication to the service of the institution is also a legacy. Sanyang will sit here from morning till night. Sometimes I will close around 4:30, 5. I'll find him in his office, either resting just to take off again. He will not leave here until when the news at 10 is done. And I think that alone is worth emulating. So what I will say at this point of his demise is that for us who are treading in his shoes, be as dedicated as he was, and to follow the legacy that he has left behind. And I will pray for his soul. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him eternal rest and eternal peace, and join him among those that Allah loves so well.
Well, if we talk about legacy, there is a lot that Mr. Sanyang left behind. If you look at our track record from inception to date, we can see remarkable changes, you know, happened in this institution. And during the time of Mr. Sanyang, I can tell you that is where, you know, we started, you know, changing, you know, faces. You know, the attainment of satellite broadcasting, you could remember, started in 2009. And then he was at the helm of affairs, so he spearheaded that project. And any time you ask him, he is always talking about, you know, getting us a second channel, you know, trying to improve transmission and quality of service for GRTs. So that is a foundation he has laid, and those he left behind should be able to continue that. Because the way we are going, GRTs is on satellite now. The whole is watching, and they are seeing pictures of quality, images of quality, and sound. So we should be able to build on that good work Mr. Sanyang started, and forge ahead in the area of training too. Although it has not been an easy thing, but GRTS has always endeavored. Every year we help, you know, our staff who have training courses here and there to go. Without, you know, the adequate financial resources, but the little Mr. Sanyang had, he always encouraged people. Anytime you have an opportunity, he will assist you. You know, a lot of people pass through his hands. So that legacy of assistance and generosity, you know, as well as the hard work, you know, he has left behind should continue.
Well, Sadibou Jame is a senior manager, marketing department. He has also been working with Mo Sanyang for the past years. And Sadibou, this is such a very sad day for GRTs, and not only for GRTs, it's for the rest of the nation. For those of us who work with him, we see him as a father, an uncle, and an advisor. How would you want to, what would you like to say concerning a day like this, when we actually lost our Director General?
Ibrahim, as I've just said, this is a very sad day for not only GRTS, for the whole nation in general. Mo Sanyang, former Director General of GRTS, has been, like it's aptly described him, a father to all of us. Well, we don't call him by his name, by the very nature of his personality. He's the guy who was used to come to everybody You know, he's the perfect example of a leader who